Aloha, aloha, aloha. Today I am live and talking about 5 tactics to create financial freedom from a board game. I'm super excited to be here. My blog is yesfree.com. Hi, Alicia. And we're going to talk about these tactics to create financial freedom from a board game. My name is May Doldalau. My blog is yesfinanciallyfree.com. At any time, go to the full blog post to see how cool it is to learn how to be financially free and actually use it in real life from a board game. All right. And if you go to the right side of my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com, there is a column there. And I'm live on Instagram. I'm live on Facebook right now too. So that's why I'm showing them the side. You can actually get a free consultation with me if you like. You can go down here and you can get a free ebook. It says ready to create financial freedom on the right side of my blog. You put in your name and your email address, hit the yes button. You'll get a free ebook, Working Parents Guide to Financial Freedom. So let me just tell you a little bit about myself. All right. My name is May Doldalau. I live in Waikiki. I own, with my husband, we own 2 condos. One is an Airbnb property, and one is our home we live in, which is where I'm broadcasting from right now. It is a 3-bedroom apartment in Waikiki in the residential zone. And our Airbnb is in the resort zone of Waikiki. So I want to express to you that back in 2011, I didn't own any property, and I never had, and I wanted to. It was like a dream that I didn't know I could do. Now, if you live in Hawaii, you know that buying property is very challenging, and I didn't know if I could ever afford it, but we made a leap. We found a property we could afford. We bought it, and then we bought another one, turned it into, which was an Airbnb business. We hired my mom to manage and clean it, gave her a job, which one of my most proud moments is to employ my mother in a job that she's good at and likes to do. And then we sold a condo that we were living in to buy this bigger one. So the one we sold was a 400 something square feet. This one is like 900 something square feet. And we also make passive income from a roommate we have in our 3-bedroom condo. So I had a lot of debt in 2009. Okay, not only did I not 2011, I had a lot of debt. I didn't buy our first property until 2017. Okay, so 2011, I had a lot of debt, and I didn't know how I was gonna pay it all off. It was about $40,000 of debts, credit card debts, all kinds of things. My net worth was negative. Okay, paid it off by 2016. Our net worth had improved by over $500,000. I had a positive net worth. Okay. Our family's making almost $500 a month in passive income, mostly from dividend yielding stocks. I quit my job. December 23rd, 2016 was my last day. And I started coaching clients to do what I did. Now I became a full-time mom. I'm still a full-time mom, but on the part-time, I coach clients to create a more free lifestyle where you can create passive income. You can quit your job if you want. You can have more time with your family if you want. You can go pursue arts or literature, whatever you want to do. I like to read, so I do spend a lot of time reading. So I teach people to do what I did. Okay, it's just, there's a system basically, and you just have to follow it. Sometimes you need someone to help you follow it. Okay, and sometimes you just need to know what to do, right? For me, I needed to know what to do, what the system was, and I followed it. For other people, they need help. They need a group. They need to be with other people. That's why I created Finance Freedom Mastermind. So that, and me too. That's why I created it, because I wanted to be with other people. It's more motivating. I'm more likely to follow the system if I know other people are doing it with me. And plus, I've been a leader of these masterminds, so I have even more pressure to follow the system because I'm in charge. Now, since that is happening, my financial life, our family's financial life has just been going up. Like, my net worth has been steadily increasing ever since I started, like steadily, just like, it's amazing to me. And I recently celebrated, I've made my goal of 350,000. My net worth is over $350,000 at the end of the year. I mean, that's amazing to me. I used to have a negative net worth, and now it's over 350,000. So you can use these systems and tools and techniques. Now, I'm going to go over these 5 tactics. Now, I played Cashflow. That's the board game I played with my son yesterday. His name is Jordan. And I've been playing this Cashflow game for many years. Jordan actually won for the first time. He's 8 years old. He won on his own for the first time yesterday. He was so proud of himself. And I realized as I was playing, every time I play, I learn new things. But I realized there are 5 tactics in this game that seem to work consistently to get you to win. And I started thinking, how can I, and I've done this before, how can I use this in my real life so that I can become financially free, right? Tactic number 1 is to invest in real estate to create passive income, which I already do, right? Like I said, I started looking at this game and very beginning, it says, invest in real estate to create passive income. That includes starter houses, like 2-bedroom, 1-bath houses, or 3-bedroom, 2-bath houses, 2-1 condos. You start with these small real estate, right? Real estate deals. And they create passive income. Their ROIs are usually 40%, 30%. Sometimes they're less, but usually they're around 40%. So that's a pretty good ROI, right? So that's the first key. Now, I haven't been able to find a real estate that creates passive income with that high in ROI, but I do have real estate that creates me passive income. Tactic number 2, avoid low ROIs, return of investment, ROI, okay? 10% or lower to create passive income. Now, in the game, you get these cards and they're like growth fund, 10% or 5%, or CDs, and they pay you like 5% or 10%. And in the game, you always turn them down, right? Otherwise, it's too long. You're playing the game forever. And the funny thing is, in real life, I've been investing in things like that. Yeah. And I realized this is not the way. I mean, it's a good way to start because then you start making passive income. If you were like me when I started, I didn't believe you could even make passive income. So when I started investing in things, the first investment I think I made was an ROI of 15%. And when I first started getting dividends at this 15% yielding thing, I was like, oh, it is real. And it changed my life. So I still believe that if you have never invested for any passive income, then starting with these lower ROIs is good because it gets you confidence. But to get really financially free, this is not the way to go. So I still do it, but it's not the way to go, May. Okay, now tactic number 3, paying off debt to make expenses lower than your passive income. Now, to win the game, I don't know if I mentioned this, but to win this game, you need to have your passive income greater than your expenses. You guys are masters at these games. It's fun and helps you challenge. Hey, Alicia, it's fun to play with you. So she's won too. I play with her and she's won. Okay, so paying off debt to make expensive lower than passive income. In the game, sometimes you get a lot of cash. Maybe you sold property, maybe something happened in the market. You just happen to have a lot of cash. Sometimes all you have to do is pay off debts and you're done. You win. All you have to do is pay off debts. You don't have to go make more investments. You just have to bring your expenses lower than your passive income and you get out of the rat race. That's how you get out of the rat race, is getting your passive income higher than your expenses. There's 2 ways to do that. Obviously, you need to make passive income, right? But once you're making passive income, there's this point where you're like, okay, I need to get my passive income higher than expenses. Sometimes all you have to do is pay off your mortgage and boom, you're financially free. Dave Ramsey would be so happy. He always says pay off your mortgage. Tactic number 4, sell real estate to get enough money to invest in a big deal. Okay, so it's something interesting in the game that I learned from a friend who's financially free. And he said, every time you get a real estate card, you buy it, even if the ROI is negative. And I was like, if you buy this house, you're going to have a negative $100 cash flow, right? That just hurts you. But he said, no, if you get that and the market changes, you can sell that house and you can make 30 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand, a lot of money. And I was like, oh, so I started buying those cards when I could afford it. I bought those cards and he's right. You can turn the real estate around and make a lot of money. And then you take that money and you buy a big deal and you're out of the game just like that. What is a big deal? Like an 8-plex, 4-plex, duplex. You can buy a business like a car wash or something like that. You could buy an apartment building. They have these big deals. I should probably study those big deals in that deck. But number 5 tactic, buy stocks low and sell high so you get enough money to invest in a big deal. That's a lot easier said than done. Okay. When crashes hit, you have to have cash on the side ready, and then you have to have the guts to just buy it really low, even though everyone's like selling it like crazy, and then just wait. And then, but if you have the wherewithal to do that, then that is a great way to make a lot of money. And then you can invest in a big deal with that money, and you'll win the game. So that's it. Those are the 5 tactics on how to become financially free. And I learned these from a board game, Cashflow. Play it. Play it many times. Invest in real estate to create passive income. Tactic 2, avoid low ROIs of 10% or lower to create passive income. I'm still learning that. Tactic 3, paying off debt to make expenses lower than passive income. Tactic 4, sell real estate to get enough money to invest in a big deal. And tactic number 5, buy stock low and sell high to get enough money to invest in a big deal. All right, guys. Have a great day. Thank you for being on this live. Go to yesfinanciallyfree.com and click the link below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already for more great videos. Aloha. And if you are